What am I pointing at, you wonder? I'm pointing in the thumbnail to the image that's there. That's why you clicked on it. Anyway, hello. Happy Friday. So, I want to talk a little bit about this TikTok nonsense. So, if you're not aware, it talks about it being banned because it is pretty much a Chinese company that developed it, and it's spying on users, not just in the United States, but other countries as well. Other countries are banning it and putting limits on what it can do. So it's interesting because you really can't trust anything from the Chinese government. You really can't. So that's why I just try to say, just try to stay away from the Chinese government and just try to stay within your own country, buying goods and services from your own country, and just things along those lines. But it is very, very difficult to do. But anyway, we're talking about the Chinese government. Apparently they were using it to spy on people. Usually without their consent, they would take various forms of information that wasn't necessarily granted in the app. And it's not just things that are public. Obviously, if you make a short video and post it online, anyone can see it in the entire world. But no, this is, actually no, because when you think about it, if China blocks a lot of the major social medias, such as, YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, all that sort of stuff, it's all blocked in China. They don't have that. So, I'm sure there are ways that the government can actually, spy on you, but the average citizens won't be able to even access it. So that whole thing is just really, really interesting because it's just one of those things that it just kind of makes sense that there is spying and that sort of activity going on. Apparently I don't know the full extent of how much information is being shared and accessed, but let's just take a look back at another app that I raised a big red flag for, and I think some of this has come out as well, but people continue to use it. Remember that big old fad back in the day? Not back in the day, just several years ago, that Pokemon Go, where you would go around literally enabling your camera, looking around your environment, and seeing what is going on. Do I need to really say anything else about that? Do I really need to say anything else about Pokemon Go? It is a surveillance tracking system right there. You literally give it access to your camera to look around you just because you want to look for some Pokemon, when it is being heavily surveilled, and everything that you look at, is pretty much you're becoming your own little, let's say, I don't know what you would call it, but the police would look at that, the government would look at that. I'm not sure if that's a Chinese-run company. I don't think that it is, because Pokemon itself is Japanese, but it doesn't mean that a Chinese company couldn't be involved in some way. I don't think that it is, but it could be. It could be. But if that's also the case, that's also a big red flag, because then you're just giving access to all that personal information, where you live. You literally go down the streets, go down the places, drive into places. They literally know everywhere that you're going at that point. And you give it to them. That's the thing. These people, they willingly give it to them because they don't even think about this, number one. Number two, they don't care about it. Or number three, they just want to have some fun in their Pokemon game. Now, the problem with that is, just with these three things, it's the people who just don't care at all. I can understand it because, I don't care what information I put out onto the internet, because that's public knowledge. But things that are private in my life, things that I have conversations with friends and only friends, things that people tell me that I keep confidential, or you telling anyone some sort of secret or something. You don't want that information to get out. So if it's being monitored and surveilled all the time, then it's going to come out in some way, because it's already being tracked. It's already pretty much at that point in the hands of the government. So that is just the big issue that I have with all this stuff, because that's pretty much what pretty much what any social media app does, especially what a Google does as well. And let me tell you this crazy thing. And you can tell that they're definitely listening, okay? So I recorded a video yesterday for my Automacedo channel, which will probably go out in maybe like 2 months, okay? We're talking a little bit far out, because I am pretty far ahead. It was about internet privacy, how to protect your internet privacy, and I specifically mentioned that video dropping Google services. Literally, within 15 minutes after I recorded that, I get emails from Google, security checkups for my different Gmail accounts and my different Google accounts, which is YouTube, like this channel right here, Elf Stone. Obviously you need a Google account, which also means Gmail and all that sort of stuff. So they sent me all these emails. Security checkup, time to check up your security and privacy. So I'm just like, let me say exactly what it is said here, because I was flabbergasted. Okay, it's a privacy checkup. It says Autumn, complete your privacy checkup. I think they sent it on all my accounts too. Complete your privacy checkup. That's weird. They didn't actually send it to this Elf Stone account. They just sent it to like my other accounts. But isn't that just perfect timing? I mean, think about that for a moment. Not only that, where are they listening? Because I don't use Google Chrome anymore. I'm done with the Google Chrome. I do not use that anymore. I do not use Google Search anymore. I do not have YouTube up on my phone. The only thing that possibly could have tracked is the cable box that I have in my room, because I've mentioned that too. These people say I'm paranoid, but again, it's been true. It's been true. The Verizon, the cable boxes. Think we know, but I don't know. Why would that go to Google though, or why would Google hear that? Google, are you listening? Are you going to send me anything after that? I just can't stand you, Google. It's like the same thing. If you leave Facebook up on your computer and you're talking about something, you're going to see ads on Facebook for certain things. So, as I'm just saying, it's just, I just want to say that, privacy is not something that exists on the internet. If you have the internet, if you have a smartphone, get ready to have your privacy violated on all avenues. No matter what you do to try to prevent it, you can mitigate a lot of it, but there is certainly things that you can not really control or not really do. So anyway, that was all for today. Hope you all take care. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you later. Bye.